Let me tell you a story. Can I tell you a story? A very short one. Yes? You don't mind? Or you will like it? Okay. This is a very simple story. 3 history teachers teaching in a school were asked this question, what do you do? The first history teacher said, oh, I just teach history, and that too to school kids. The second history teacher was asked the same question, what do you do? He thought a little and came up with an answer that was a little deeper. He said, I am in the business of educating children. The third history teacher was asked the same question, what do you do? He looked straight into the eyes of the questioner and said, I am shaping the destiny of the nation. I teach young minds how to make history. Now, I want you to look at all these 3 teachers. They are teaching the same subject, history, all to the school kids, the same content, maybe to the same class. What is it that will give them the power? What is it that will give them all the joy and the thrill and the ecstasy of teaching? The content is the same. Same content. So not the act, but the intention. Not the content, but the context of teaching. It is the context that is decisive, not the content. Not what you say, why you are saying what you are saying. That's going to be critical. So I repeat, the context is decisive. It will alter everything for you. If you alter your context, it will alter everything for you. A new context gives a new meaning to the same content. Yes or no? So then I have one of the most important questions that I am going to ask you in the entire conversation. Can you guess what that question is? And that's the most important question that you will need to ever answer for your interview. Most important. It may not be asked. It may not be asked. But this answer will drive everything else. Some of you guessed it right. What's that question? Why civil services? Wonderful. So most of you got it. Congratulations. This is not a question to be mechanically answered. Or you take opinion of 5 people and then cobble up an answer and not. Just try to present it before the board if at all the question is asked. I am saying even if this question is not asked, this is the most fundamental question that will dictate all that you will do in your preparation, all that you will do in the boardroom, and beyond that in your service, and beyond that after you retire, and beyond that, and beyond that. It's like, what's your context of living life? And if you do not appreciate that, my question remains, why do you want to be a civil servant? And many of us will shy, talking big, thinking big, feeling big, because you were in a state of confusion when I said, oh, should we think big or think small? So, talk big, talk small, or talk deep, talk shallow. Let's see. Let's get the answer to this. Talk deep, or talk shallow? Talk deep? All right. Anybody for shallow? Shallow talking?
Depends on with whom you are talking.
Oh, it depends on with whom you are talking.
If somebody is not getting your deep, what's the...
If somebody is not getting what I'm saying, I will make attempts to have him get it. Yes or no? I'll create a system, an ecosystem where people start getting. If there are some barriers to listening, we will make attempts to dissolve those barriers. Yes or no? But I'm not here to give you answers and thrust my ideas upon you, not at all. You said the most important question will be, why civil services? Now my next question is, have you found an answer to this? You are in process? See, if this is going to be in process, then all the other questions will continue to be in process. Your preparation will not even begin. So how about finding an answer to this question right now, right here? And the story should give you enough clues. And it's not about just talking. So you design an answer and you mechanically present it to people or to the board. No. You got to own that answer. You got to own it. If you don't own it, then it will not drive everything. It doesn't become your context. It is somebody else's context that you have cut and paste. You are doing some copyright violation. No. It should get into your state of being. Unless it seeps deep into you, it runs into your blood and soul, it doesn't become your context. It will not drive all that needs to be driven. So many of us will shy. Even talking about shaping the destiny of the nation. Why? Because you may not have it in you. Your words will not have power. So that's why I'm saying you need to use a certain language, design a certain answer, internalize it, imbibe it, let it go deep into you, and allow that to take charge. Should I talk small or talk big? I don't know. If you say talk small, it'll be the most challenging thing ever for me. Think small, think big. Deep, shallow. Why should I do that? Why don't you guys do that? Why don't we get into that conversation? And be in that conversation, stay in that conversation. Not just for the sake of this interview. Okay, so stretch your imagination, allow all your creativity, full play, to be able to design an answer on why civil services, and not just mechanically answering it, and look at answering this question in 100 different ways if it is needed.